So we've got a universal set U, and it has a couple of subsets A and B, and we know a few things about how many elements are in some of these sets. So U has 15, A has 8, B has 7, and A intersect B has 4. And the question is, how many elements are in the set A union B? A good way to approach these problems is to draw a Venn diagram. So let's do that. So we've got our universal set U on the outside, and since we only have two subsets that we care about here, I just drew those two. But I want you to notice that even though we've just drawn two subsets, we've actually partitioned U into four parts. And the four parts that I'm thinking about are the outside, these two pieces, and then the piece right in the middle. And you guys could all describe these four subsets in terms of A and B. For example, the part in the middle is A intersect B. The part over here, it's in A but not in B, so it's A intersect B complement. Similarly here, it's B intersect A complement. And then on the outside, we're not in A and we're not in B, so it's A complement intersect B complement. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in numbers into each of the four parts that represent how many elements are in those parts. So we start from the middle and we work out. And so let's do that for this problem. So the middle part here is A intersect B, and we actually know just from the problem statement that there are four elements in A intersect B. The next part of it is we can fill in either of these two moon-looking like pieces. So for this one here, we can't just put in an 8, because 8 is how many elements are in the entire circle that represents A. So in the entire circle that represents A, we have to have 8 elements. There's 4 right there, so that means there's 4 there as well. Similarly for B, there's 7 elements in the entire set B. There's 4 in the middle here, so that means there's 3 over here. And then finally, in the entire universal set U, there are 15. So that means on the outside here, I'd have 4 plus 4 plus 3 is 11. So I need 4 more to get to 15. So now we filled in this Venn diagram in completely, and we can answer the question. The set A union B is comprised of these 3 parts. So the number of elements in A union B is 4 plus 4 plus 3, which is 11. There's actually another way to approach these problems, and that's going to use a formula that I'm going to put on the board, but we're not going to talk about right now. Another formula that you could use to solve this is the number of elements for any two sets, the union of any two sets A and B is the number in A plus the number in B minus the number in A intersect B. And I'm going to explain why this is true in a future video, but for right now, let's just check that this is true. So A has 8, B has 7, that's 15, minus 4, that's 11, which is exactly what we got. So we'll see why this formula is also true in a future video.